Except for, yes, except for the gold that I have there. Okay?
You feel confident in your role?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready.
You would take it home.
No, you just take that.
Just a few
Everything
things.
but that one thing. Okay? Okay, y'all ready?
Yep, whenever you're ready, man.
My name is Timmy, okay? And see, I'm a little middle schooler, a little weird. I'm in the band. What I do have going for me, I always listen to my mom, okay? When she tells me to do something, I do it to the fullest extent, okay? And I see, this morning I'm going to school. But my mama comes up to me and she says, hey, you got a birthday party, you know? I go, no, I don't. She says, well, this birthday party is after school and I'll pack your lunch, I'll pack your dinner. You're going to this thing, okay? It's very important. I already got your gift too, okay? You're gonna go and there's no ifs, buts about it. I say, yes. I'm Timmy. I do what my mom says, okay? So I have all my stuff, have my gift, I have my lunch and dinner. I go out on my way, okay? But Timmy, walking down these few blocks after school to this other kid's house, he comes across some bullies, okay? These bullies, they take everything except this gift that looks like nothing. And Timmy, he's discouraged and he's going, what do I do now? What do I give to him? I don't have any stuff except for this meagerly little thing. I have this gift, but I don't know what it is, okay? And he's going, because his mama told him to, and he's going to this house. And his mom says, you bring anything else? You got anything else for us? Is this what you're doing? You can't even give it. It's just a little box. Timmy says, no, it's not a box. And he goes, no. Any guesses what the story is? Any guesses? One? Emily? I just need one guess. Giving. No. Let me clear it up.
The little drummer boy.
The little drummer boy, okay? That little drummer boy. Even though he came, had nothing with him, he played what he could for this little kid. He didn't really know who it was, but he was following somebody. Somebody he couldn't explain their reasoning, asked him to go there. He was following his heart. That drum's just something. But him going up and playing, that's another, okay? Now, I got to this when scrolling on YouTube, and I read a poll that said, do men deserve or earn their worth? Whew, that's a big one, okay? Now, what was the gift, or worth of that gift over there, okay? I'll tell you at the end. What is worth really? It's important to understand that in this world, it tells us that what we carry is what we bring to the table. That we need a bigger car, a bigger house, a bigger life. Everything in Hollywood just keeps stacking up of empty materials higher and higher. This is not so in the kingdom of heaven, all right? The scripture says, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich person to enter the kingdom of heaven. Matthew 19:24. And yes, my man Matthew could definitely just be talking about moolah, okay? But I'm talking about being too rich up here in your mind. Being so rich that you cannot give. You pile up empty materials, okay? And he clears it up later in Matthew 5:42. He says, give to those who ask. Don't turn away from those who want to borrow. No matter how much or little money we have, we can all be rich-minded, all right? We need to stop looking at things so materialistically. Things don't have value. People have value, all right? Be rich in the heart. We are his image, not that new Corvette. If we are all God's children in this world, is any of this really ours. Okay? Matthew 6:19 through 21 says, "Do not store up for yourselves treasures on earth, where moths and vermin destroy, and where thieves break in and steal. But store up for yourself treasures in heaven, where moths and vermin do not destroy, and where thieves do not break in. For where your treasure is, your heart will be also." Church, where's our heart today? Us and Jesus are the only ones who knows where it is. When asked to give, let us say, how many more? Let us know that the relationship between people is way more important than the transacted material. Worth is derived from where you give it, not what you give. This is what worth really is. That little drummer boy, he gave and he gave as much as he could as a poor child in the first century. How's it a rich man cannot afford to give? I believe that the initial question over worth was covered. That being, if we deserve or earn it. I think it's a yes. We deserve it through his name, and we earn it through the way, or through his way, to give with our hearts, and through that we build spiritual worth that's stored up in heaven, that can never be taken away. For where your treasure is, your heart will be also.